Hello. During this portion of the training, we're going to discuss how to upload and add an image to your content. Whether it's on a page or in a blog post, the function is exactly the same. Right here, what you're seeing is a test page that has some nonsense dummy text in it. And we're going to add an image in here by uploading it directly from my hard drive. So the first thing that I do, obviously, is log in, and we end up on the dashboard, and I choose the page that I want to add the image to. Currently, I'm on the page that I want to add the image to, and I've got my dummy text in here now that you can see. What I do first is I place my cursor where I want my image to go, and right now I've put it at the very beginning of the first paragraph. And then what I do is I find one of the icons across the top of my icon list that we've used before, and there's a little icon here that looks like a photograph of a mountain with a little red sun or orange sun over the top of it. If I hover over that, it reads Image Manager. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And what I get is a dialog box that will show me the folders that I have available to me. Right now I can see that I'm in the Images folder, and that's the one that I know that I want to put my image in. In an earlier training, we had talked about uploading files to the server. That's exactly what we're going to end up doing here. But it is always a good idea to keep your files organized, and in this case, I'm adding it directly to the Images folder because that's where I house most of my images. Along the top of this dialog box, I have the ability to add a new folder, but we're not going to have to worry about that. We're just going to upload directly. I can see that I'm in the Images folder, and if I wanted to change folders, I could choose one from my choices below. And once I choose that, that would show up here. The folder that is last in the list is the folder that you're going to end up uploading to. The system knows to upload it to that image. So if I chose a folder, I would make sure that it showed last here in this line. It's kind of like a breadcrumb trail. So I'm going to go ahead and click Upload Files, and it gives me another piece of the dialog box where I can select my images. Now if I wanted to upload multiple images, I could add one here, here, and then I could make the list longer by clicking the Add button. For now, we're just going to select one image from my choices, and just to doubly make sure that it's going into the Images folder, I have a choice here to choose folder to upload to, and that's the folder I'm going to upload to. So I'm going to go ahead and select my image from my desktop, and it happens to be a kitten. So I'm going to go ahead, I selected it. Now I have to click Upload. I'm going to press that button, and it's uploading now. So I know that this is the name of my image. It's called 1-CuteKittenPlaying.jpg. I highlight that, and it gives me a preview of the image that I'm going to add. Down at the bottom is a button called Insert. So I go ahead and click Insert, and now it's in my content itself. Now the image does not go live until I hit Update. I'm going to hit Update for now, just so we can see what it looks like once we upload the image. So I'll go ahead and click Update. And then I'm going to go back to my page. Remember, we're tab browsing. Click that tab, and I'm going to go ahead and reload the page. Right now I can see that the image is on the left-hand side, but my text starts down low here. So what I can do is I can click the image itself, and I can, once I click that, I get some more editing down below. I want to change my alignment here so that the text wraps around the image. I get some dialog boxes down here from where to choose from. I'm going to choose the left justified alignment. And now I can see that my text has moved up, but I'm not quite finished yet. However, I do want to show you what it looks like when I commit these changes and make it live. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update the image. Then I'm going to go back to my tab to take a look. Okay, so now we can see that the text has moved, and it has moved into the position that I want it to appear. However, the text is bumped up right against the image, and it will make it harder for readers to see that text and to read it, and it doesn't look very clean, doesn't look organized. So I'm going to go back to my tab. Remember to edit the image. We go ahead and click on the image itself, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a little bit of a border. I have a border width choice down here, so I'm going to go ahead and boost that border up in order to make some space. We can see now that the border is black, and it still looks like the text is bumped right up against it. So if I change my border color to white and then click outside, I can see that I now have some space. So I'm going to go ahead and update that, and then I'm going to go to my tab and I'm going to reload the page, and now I can see that I've got a border around my image and the text wraps around it nicely. So sometimes when you come in here, you'll upload an image and you'll find that the image is either too large or too small. From here, you can change the width and the height of the image, and you can rescale it within here. A tip to give you, though, would be sometimes it works a little bit better if the image is already scaled to the size that you want, and that will save the browser from having to resize the image when the page loads. And how that helps is that instead of resizing the image when the page loads, it automatically has the size in there. When it's too large and you're resizing it, it takes a little bit of computing power and it slows down your website a little bit. And I just wouldn't want your visitors to become frustrated if it takes a little bit longer for your page to load. So I would use whatever image editing software that you use to scale the image ahead of time. And even at that point, if you wanted to give it a border then, so you don't have to worry about adding a border within the editor, it would be a good idea to do that then. So now that I've added my border and it's white, we can see that the image looks good. The text isn't bumped up against it, but I've got an image in here. And images and video are always a good idea because your visitors tend to like to see those things. And it also breaks up the text, and it gives a little bit more context to what your page is about. So that's how to add an image within eFusion to your text, and how to give it a little bit of a border to give yourself a little bit of space around the image so that your visitors can easily read it. Thanks for watching.